Oh man, what's going on, y'all? I'm back with another video. Last night I had to hit y'all with the sleepy voice. I was kind of tired making the videos, but had to do what I got to do. And I feel like this was really important topic to discuss because not only were these guys, arrested, they were also being denied bail. Well, not really denied bail. They were released on bail and they were arrested again, which was the crazy part. You know what I'm saying? They shouldn't have even been able to get bail in the first place. But, it is what it is. They're facing the consequences that's going on right now around them. And I was doing research. I was talking to Floridian Talk. Shout out to Floridian Talk. You know what I'm saying? I had sent him a screenshot. And it was about Demetrius Haley, right? He's pretty much like, the popular one as far as what's being discussed in this situation that's going on right now, right? So allow me to read this about these guys. And then you can be able to connect the dots yourself, for as much that you're aware of. And you can be able to, understand what's going on allegedly behind the scenes of why this situation, took place for Tyre to lose his life the way he did, being beaten. So let's start with, which one should I start with? I want to save one of these two can be the best for last. So let's start with Justin Smith. Justin Smith is 28 years old. He joined Memphis Police in March 2018. He was released on bond for $250,000. Wasn't married, and he's currently booked into the Shelby County Jail since January the 26th. So it's not too much information about him. We just know that he's an officer that was involved in the beating. So another guy that we're going to talk about is Emmett Martin III. So Emmett Martin is 30 years old. He joined Memphis Police Department in March 2018, same time as Justin Smith. He studied at Bethel University in Minnesota and played on the football team from 2010 to 2014. And on April 26, 2015, he was initiated in the Omega Psi Phi Theta Iota chapter in Jackson, Tennessee. Okay. It also says that he has a daughter, and he also has a lawyer right now that currently said it wasn't his intention to harm Nichols. So, obviously he was one of the guys that, didn't think twice as far as like what's going on, why I'm involved in this situation. What does this have to do with me? But, I guess they're just following orders, stupid orders, you know what I'm saying? And it's just crazy. Like, these first two guys, there's not too much information about them. But it's like, y'all follow suit to, commit this kind of heinous act. And I was like, man, that's crazy, bro. So let's continue. So now we have Desmond Mills Jr. Desmond Mills is 32 years old. He's a father as well. He's originally from Connecticut. He went to Bloomfield High School and graduated in the class of 2008. So he was also released on bond of $250,000. He was taken back for arrest, just like the others. January 26th, same day after release. He was also a former jailer, and I believe that was during the time when he was was it Mississippi? Or was it Tredarius? It may have been, Desmond might have also been a jailer in Mississippi from the information that I was reading earlier today. So he also played college football for West Virginia State University from 2011 to 2014. May 19th, 2012. So this was during the time when he was already in school. He was initiated as a member of the same fraternity, Omega Psi Phi Sigma Lambda chapter and institute. And then after college, 3 years later, after college graduation, he joined the Memphis Police / Scorpion Union in March 2017. So What's so crazy is a lot of these guys have, basically joined in the same fraternities. So, to me, these fraternities and sororities played a similar Masonic order, in my humble opinion. And due from research that I did a long time ago about these groups, that's why I would recommend, don't get in and don't get involved into these groups, man. You gotta know what you're getting into. So let's continue on. It's really crazy how majority of these guys is about one, two, three of them. 3 out of 5 of these guys were in the fraternity Omega Psi Phi. So something's got to be up with that. You got to be able to figure out how to correlate that with the situation that's going on. So now we got Tredarius Mean, the youngest of the group. He's the youngest of the 5 officers. He's 24 years old, same age as me. Not married. He worked in a fast food restaurant in Mississippi, and he graduated. Let's go back. So from 2014 to 2015, he played varsity football at Central Hill High School in Olive Branch. And he graduated in 2016 from the school that he went to later on called Central Hill High School. In April 2018, he became president of the Omega Psi Phi Eta Zeta chapter at the University of Mississippi. In May 2020, he graduated with a bachelor's degree in criminal justice. Then later on, in August 2020, he joined the Memphis Police Department and then was released on bond as well for $250,000, the same as the others, and arrested and taken back, booked into Shelby County Jail on January 26th. And then you have the main one right here, Demetrius Haley. Let's take a good look at Demetrius, right? Here goes Demetrius right here. Nope, that's not him. That's Tredarius. Here we go. Demetrius. Okay. Just so y'all can see his face. Yep, this guy right here, bro. Crazy. Dude look off, bro. Just looking at him. Yeah, he truly does. And you wouldn't believe what we have found out about him today. So let's continue on. Let's read, from my notes that I put together for y'all. So Demetrius is 29 years old, not married, but he does have a child. And in 2015, this is the crazy part. So in 2015, it was an incident when him and another correctional officer were involved in beating up an inmate, and his name was Cordarius Sledge. And Sledge is 34 years old now, I think. So, and it was over the possession of an illegal smartphone, right? So, since then, he was pretty much trying to, keep the lawsuit going in order to be able to sue Haley and the other officer, right? But unfortunately, that became dismissed in March 2018. So then, in 2020, 2 years later, he gets hired into police department. So this is the thing about Demetrius. So let's go here and read more. I think it was something that we were missing, but as far as I know, I believe that Demetrius may have also been involved into a fraternity. I'm not sure, because I got the information from a different source. But no, this is not the important thing. What was really important was that, if you guys remember, that Tyre previously worked in FedEx, right? He worked in FedEx. And guess who else worked there at the same FedEx? His child's mom. Demetrius' child's mother is also an employee at FedEx, bro. And think about it. These two met up with each other, worked together, high-ranking position, and guess what was going on? So allegedly, I'm gonna say allegedly, what was going on Demetrius' ex, his baby mother, was messing around with Tyre. Now, what had happened was that since after he had beat up Tyre, he sent the picture. It was said that he sent the picture to his child's mom of Tyre being beaten up so badly, you know what I'm saying? And what's so fucked up about the situation is that y'all gotta learn that, hey, y'all gotta know what kind of woman y'all getting involved with, bro. You never know what kind of dude they ever have in their circle. You just don't know, you gotta know if the father, if, you dating a single mom, what kind of job or what kind of person is the father? What kind of involvement does he have with, society? And it was just so crazy. I'm just like, wow. A lot of people were right that were, I heard from Ringo TV Reactions, other brothers like Floridian Talk and New Breed, they were talking about that. It was somebody in the comment section of Ringo's video. I haven't seen Ringo's video yet about that, but it was said that a person had found out that Demetrius' baby mother was dealing with Tyre during a certain time. And basically, Demetrius became very envious and jealous. He was probably feeling some kind of way. You never know. The mom, the baby mama, she was probably talking hella shit. You just don't know what was the situation going on for all this to transpire. It's just like, y'all gotta know who y'all be getting involved with. That's really important. And as time goes, it's like, that's what I'm learning myself as far as like, if anything, getting involved with somebody, just always be sure to get somebody's information. Do your research. We have social media these days, y'all. I don't care if y'all gotta look up these people to find out who they are, who they deal with. That's really important. Social media is very powerful. You can find anybody on the internet, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, all these platforms, and it's within the click of a button, when a 5 to 10-second typing, to be able to get somebody's name up on the platform and see what they're really about. Look in their biographies, just know what's, just know the small things about these people. That's why I'm like, wow, that's so crazy, because these guys were talking about it, and then I just happened to see on Facebook that, excuse me, it was said that Tyre was dealing with Demetrius' baby mom. And from the looks of the situation, y'all can tell it was really personal. Just from the way how he just dragged him out the car. And I believe that it was Demetrius that had the baton and basically started beating Tyre with it. I'm just like, man, these dudes is crazy over some pussy, bro. Like, you can't be that crazy over some pussy that you done lost. Even if you got a child with this woman. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it doesn't make any sense for it to escalate that bad. Because once, this is what it says in the Bible, that once, if your woman if she trespass you, if she goes against the law of basically committing adultery, once she commits adultery, you have to let her go. Like, it's no questions about that. You gotta let her go. Because at the end of the day, this goes to show that no matter what you do, what kind of work that you do in society that gives you the high-ranking authority, all the money, it doesn't matter. Your woman could still end up trying to do something with another man that you never know. And he could be a lower, he can be something that's not as big or so-called important as you. You know what I'm saying? It's like she was dealing with a FedEx worker. Wow, the father of her child is an officer. He's a cop. It just goes to show, no matter how much money that you have as a man, how much power that you have, shoot, once you end up dealing with the wrong woman, boy, that could be hell to pay for real, especially if you don't know how to go about it. If you let your feelings get the best of you as far as with a woman, bro. Because I've been there and done it as well. I got in my feelings before with dealing with women back in the past, and you know, a lot of us ain't perfect, but shit, we had to learn one way or another and smarten up real fast, bro. Because it's not worth taking another man's life. And usually that ends up happening though, because a lot of men don't know. And some men actually do. Some men know. They be knowing that a woman already has a husband at home, but they're still together. But she wants to, you know, play a field and deal with another man on the side. Dog, I'm telling y'all need to start doing more research on these women. I do not give a fuck about anything else but important and thorough research. That's really important. Don't be so quick to want to jump in a woman's pants that you just met, because at the end of the day, you never know what she's really involved with, who she's involved with things that she's practicing, her beliefs. It doesn't matter. Women will be women at the end of the day, bro. So, there's more information coming out about this, and hopefully that I was able to give you guys, you know, an update as far as what's going on with this whole case and situation. But that's what's being said right now, that Demetrius' baby mother that he's no longer with was dealing with Tyre during the time before his death. They were working at the same job allegedly, and yep, that's what happened. It had to been something very personal. It had to been very personal. So, and he had to have already known Tyre. He probably knew of Tyre, probably see him around. And, you know, Tyre was also a photographer, so maybe it was some pictures being taken. Who knows? We're going to find out more later on. But I'm going to upload it right now for you guys. All right, peace.